Hi everyone. So today I am going to post a new video on IELTS. It's been so long I was not able to post any videos since I was little occupied in a new center. I will definitely disclose what new center I'm talking about right now. One of my students, she requested me today, why shouldn't you provide tips on listening sections? So certainly, here are some tips which would help you to improvise in your listening section. What you should do, the first point is to familiarize yourself with the format. You should know what exactly you are going to listen to, which means the type of sections you must be knowing in advance. There are 4 sections in total. The section 1 comprises of 10 questions each, which do have the bifurcations in 2 parts, which means if it is a section of 1 till 10, 1 till 5 could be different part and 6 till 10 would be another part. Is that clear? The next part, practice listening regularly, since persistence and your continuous efforts would make you perfect. In my previous videos, I did mention that practice and persistency would take you further in life. Therefore, don't forget to practice it on a regular basis. Third part, develop your vocabulary. And how could you do that? You can write certain vocabulary out from a newspaper or from a magazine and write it down in a piece of note. And later after, try to develop certain sentences along with those words. And that's how I guarantee you would not be facing any problem in terms of vocabulary. Specifically in listening, the 4th part which you would need to do is to improvise your skills on writing your notes, which means you do need to be fast enough to capture and recapitulate what exactly is being said by the speaker. Only then you will be able to make out the difference between the vocabulary is being said and what you basically need in your answer sheet. The 5th part which you need to keep in mind is to pre-read the questions. The time when you would be supplied with the question paper, you must go through with the entire question paper. That would help you to have a complete gist of what is being supplied and what would you be doing further. 6th part is predict your answers. You are required to predict your answers well in advance. It's just because examiner is trying to test your skills of listening. And your answers are not going to be straight the way you are expecting. The answers would definitely be in synonyms. So therefore, you must listen to all the content and try to memorize it by predicting your answers. The 7th part, pay attention to the signposting language. The language must have used out such as firstly, in conclusion. So these are certain ideas which would be given well in advance to you to give you an idea of what is going to happen further. So please do pay attention in your listening test. The 8th part is going to try the different parts of questions such as multiple choice questions, diagram labeling, match the following, sentence completion, and many more would help you to be more familiar with the exam. The next part, use your given time appropriately to review your answers which you have answered. You must be knowing you would be given 10 minutes extra to find and to correct all your answers which you have written, to supply it back to your answer sheet. So make sure you would be utilizing it appropriately. As it might happen, you might be making a silly mistake of your spellings, which would definitely get penalized in this IELTS exam. Please be cautious at the time when you're writing the answers to the answer sheet. The last but not the least, you must manage your time effectively. Since this particular test would nearly be for 30 minutes and 10 minutes extra would be 40 altogether. You do need to manage right in time. It's just because you won't be given extra minutes. And on top of that, in case if you get stuck in difficult questions to answer, you do need to leave that difficult answer and quickly rush to listen to the further conversation. Otherwise, you would be bearing all the consequences of not scoring high in IELTS. These are certain tips which I am sure would help you to score high in your IELTS. Please remember, this test would require your efficient, constant and persistency. The more you practice, the more you learn. Please do take the advantage of all the online resources, practice tests to stimulate the exam conditions and enhance your performance. I would wish you good luck with your IELTS preparation. Thank you very much.